There we go. Welcome, welcome everybody. This is the LinkedIn Turbochargers on February the 3rd. So it's our first LinkedIn Turbochargers of the month. And I'm so excited always to share tips and tricks about LinkedIn because I belong to a community called the Legacy Builders Community. And I actually call it my play, stop, do system because I have no tech. And I've noticed that a lot of people are going online now who have not got any tech. And what they're doing is they're looking for things that are done for them that they can be able to just spend a little bit of time building and be able to have a supplement to their income, especially their pensions. The pensions in Canada are so small that if you don't subsidize your pension with a boost, you're going to be one pension check away from being homeless. In Edmonton, just north of here, 15% of people over 55 here in Edmonton, which is just a half hour north of where I am in this little town of Calmar, Alberta, they're homeless, guys. We just yesterday had minus 34 Celsius. Minus 34 Celsius. What are these people going to do, these homeless people? The shelters are full. The subsidized housing is full. Where are these people going to go? And so I found that there's an organization in Edmonton that has, they take donations and they feed 3 meals a day to these homeless seniors. And they have an addition that's built on the back of this huge dining room where you have these one-room boxes for subsidized housing. And you can, if there are any available, you can put your name on a list and wait till one comes vacant. And they've got a whole bunch of space behind that complex where they could build another addition to what they had, or what they've got on there now. And I'm just telling you this little bit of a preamble here. But they would need more donations. So I've been working with them doing mug runs because they give them their own mug to carry around. And we lost you, Michelle.
I'm back. Sorry.
It's okay. We are all of our internets are not the same internet connections. So anyway, it's going to cost them a few $1 million to build an addition that's the same size as the subsidized housing addition they've got right now. But in Canada, if you want to get into subsidized housing, you put your name on a list, and depending on where you live in Canada, you wait anywhere from 1 year to 10 years to get into subsidized housing. So I am a senior who is on the low pension. The average pension in Canada is between $1,300 and $1,500 a month. But the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Canada, if you can't get into subsidized housing, is over $2,000 a month. In Toronto, they're paying $5,000 a month for a one-room box. And in Vancouver, they're paying $3,300 a month for a one-room box, those little one-room boxes with a shower on the side. Yeah. So I am really blessed because my husband and I work, when we came back out to Alberta, we were in BC because he had work out there. And then we moved out here because he got work out here. And we were both in our early 60s. And I had been laid off my job, and he got this job working with an organization or a company that was affiliated with the oil patch. Well, in the midst, he was out here for a couple of months and then came back to get me. And while we were driving out here, he got notified that he was no longer needed. So we got out here, he had no job. So we have two seniors.
No.
And so in Canada, though, you can apply for early retirement, right, with your Canada pension. But here's what happens. They take almost $200 off the top of your Canada pension when you take early retirement, and they don't give it back to you. They keep taking that for the rest of your born natural. Yeah. Anyway, so we had to find a way to subsidize, right? Because we weren't even pensioners yet. We were quite 65. I was 61 and he was 63, 64. And so here we are trying to figure out what we're going to do. And I was going to clean houses, but I've got advanced arthritis in my knees, Michelle, so I can't do that kind of thing. And I tried, it didn't last very long. And I realized I have two sons, or we have two sons who are computer programmers. And so my oldest son said he would teach me how to use LinkedIn. And I didn't know LinkedIn we only had LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter at that time. So I read the entire terms of use for LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Really great reading. I highly recommend, a fun read. But it taught me the rules of engagement, right? So I learned LinkedIn. He hired me to work for him and help him with some of his projects that he was working on. He used LinkedIn actually to hire software engineers. And with being a programmer, you don't have to be in North America. You can work on programming it from anywhere in the world. He has lots of programmers from Hungary and from India and Africa who are helping him with the projects that he's working on. But he was with Microsoft at the time. Now he's with a different company, really big company in the United States, and he's doing the same kind of a thing. So that's how I got my start with LinkedIn, guys. And I learned some secrets to LinkedIn. And so I thought, oh, I could help people with this. So I went to sit down to network meetings, breakfast where you sit down.
Mhm.
And I sat there, my first meeting, and I watched all the people coming into this room. And my jaw dropped because they had gray hair or they were bald. And I went, oh my gosh, these people are just like me. They're out of work and trying to build something from home, right? They were getting to be financial planners, mortgage brokers, realtors, things that you could get training for quickly and fairly simply, and then start earning a living for yourself. And then I started meeting people who were great with social media. And they said, you have to have an email list. Right. Okay. How do I do that? I had no idea. Guys, I'm no tech. I had no tech. And I don't even like tech really, but I knew that I don't have dementia, so I can learn stuff, right?
Learn, yeah.
Yeah, we just have to control our mind and we can learn how to do things. And my son was so patient with me because I had absolutely no knowledge whatsoever of social media because I wasn't on any of them when I first got started. And my anniversary, Michelle, was last month, I should say. January the 4th was when I was laid off my last job, 2011. Yeah. So what I want to help you guys with today is I want to help you feel comfortable with LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is the place to be. Of all the places that there are for social media, it's the place to be for business, because here's the 5 reasons you need to be using LinkedIn. Number 1, and I get these stats from my boys because they have to know stats when they're busy doing programming. And they're telling me that the average income of people on LinkedIn is between 76 and 86K a year, US dollars. The average CEO or executive on LinkedIn is getting paid 125 to 150K US a year. Yeah.
Mhm.
And the biggest kept secret to LinkedIn is in the groups. And a lot of people don't even know that there's any groups on there.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you
Oh,
can
you mean
target.
business groups?
That's right. And
Yeah.
you can target your perfect customer through the groups. I'm going to show you how to do that today. And
Wow.
then the number 4, LinkedIn is the most professional platform on the net, bar none. I've tried quite a few different other ones, and they say, oh, we're better than LinkedIn. No, you have to be careful because they get you on there and they copy your email, and then they send an email out to all your people, your kids, your grandchildren, your parents, whoever you've got an email to, they sent, and my family was mad at me on some of these platforms I tried because they didn't want business, right? So you have to be really careful on these businesses that you connect up with. Talk to me first, because I've probably tried them. And
Okay.
so that's number 4. And number 5 is the biggest one of all of them, you guys. Everybody on LinkedIn is there to do business. Whether it's they're looking for a job or they already have a business, there's tons of network marketing, home-based businesses in groups on LinkedIn. So I got using LinkedIn. It was my first platform that I got on. I was on Facebook for a while, for many years. I got hacked on Facebook. November of 23, I got hacked, and I had my limit. I was at 5,000 friends on Facebook, and I haven't set up another Facebook platform because this guy that hacked me, he phoned me. He hacked my WhatsApp and phoned me 4 times. Yeah, and
Wow.
trying to extort money out of me. And he's sending messages out. I have no control. He went in and changed my password, my email, and my phone number. So
Oh my
put his own
goodness.
information in there. So I can't even access my platform. Facebook, I've sent messages to Facebook. No, this was not me. No, this was not me. And I've tried to
Wow.
contact Facebook and they haven't responded. And this is over a year ago, right? So
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't set up a new Facebook because some people have had this guy has gone in and actually extorted money from their bank accounts.
Mm.
So it's really
Wow.
important, if you do not have your social media double opted in, you have to not just use your email and your password. You need to have an authenticator number that comes through your phone. So get
Yeah.
hooked up to either Microsoft or Google Authenticator,
Full.
because you need to have that authentication so people can't hack you.
To log into Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn.
Okay.
You need to be double opted into all of them, and then make sure your banking is set up double opt in with an authenticator.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Good
because
information.
if you use the same email for everything, that gets them really close to being able to figure out what your
Sure.
password is. And
Right,
if you
right.
use the same password, there's so many people who use the same password for everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you use that same password, once they find out what your password is, they're going to try that password on all your crucial
Sure. Yeah.
platforms.
So you're saying an authenticator just to log into the platform?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's really important. I can't stress that enough. So that's enough about getting double authenticated into these platforms.
Yeah.
But you guys, can you see my LinkedIn platform right? Where am I sharing? I'm sharing my screen, I think. Am I? No?
Mhm.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I'm too busy talking to you guys. I forget. So I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Can you see it now?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So it's LinkedIn. There's a little black bar across the top. I'm moving it out of the way. Well, no, I can't move it all the way out of the way. So how long have you guys all been on? Welcome, Isaac. I didn't see you sneak in there. Meet Michelle and Gerard. Michelle and Gerard, meet Mike
Hey.
Isaac.
Hey, Isaac.
Feel free to unmute yourself, Isaac, if you've got a quiet background. Then we can just have a conversation here with each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see these little icons across the top. This little me button
Right.
will take you into your profile. So you can view your profile and it will take you. So I'm going to click on it right now. I'm just going to give you a quick overview of the icons at the top. So you click on that little icon and you'll see your name and your little headline headshot and your headline. And you can either view profile or you can go into don't get into premium, guys, until you've got like over 10,000 connections. And even then you really don't need to get into premium. Because what we're going to be doing, you really don't need to be on a paid platform. If you're already on a paid blah, blah, get my tongue untied here. If you're already on a paid platform, don't worry about it. If you like that, that's great. So you can go into your settings and privacy here and make sure that all of your settings in your back office, so to speak, are set up properly. And you need to have 2 emails. You need to have the email that is your primary email, and you need another email in there as the backup in case something ever happens that you lose access to your LinkedIn. You need to have a second email that you can get into your LinkedIn with. And then there's all the help information. You choose your language. and you can see all your posts in privacy. And so I'm not going to go through
Go
that.
side. Go side. Okay. Oh,
Are you
go side.
talking to me?
Sorry. No, I'm talking to my dog. Sorry.
Uh,
Come on. Go outside.
my dad is a
outside.
veterinarian, so it doesn't bother me a bit.
Come on.
So
Come on.
then you have your notifications, and the notifications are all the things that have been happening in your profile, the posts, people that you're connected to. You'll be able to go in here, how they've responded to your posts and things. So this was my last post that I put on here. And I'm going to show you, remind me before we get off here today, I need to show you my secret about creating posts, because that was another thing I had trouble with when I first got started with social media. All of these social media experts that I was meeting at these networking meetings were telling me I needed to have 3 to 5 posts a day going out through all my social media platforms. And I'm going, oh yeah, right. Okay. How do I do that?
You're
So
pretty busy.
I was working 16 to 18 hours. No kidding. It was midnight lots of times before I was getting off my computer, because I was taking so long to
Wow.
try to figure out how to create all these posts and how to build an email list, right? So well, I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. So this is where you go, and I use Chat GPT now. I love it. It saves me so much time.
Mhm.
And all of these platforms have a way. Now they've all got AI in them. So you can pre-schedule a bunch of posts to go out. So I pick a different day of week to do different platforms. So LinkedIn today is my platform to be posting on, creating posts to go out for the rest of the week. And you can go as far out as you want to go. And I'll show you more about that in a minute. I'm just going to finish going through these tabs across the top. Then there's a messaging tab. There's a messaging tab up here where you can see, and you can look. I always like to click the unread tab and make sure that you get all the people that have messaged you that you haven't responded to yet, right? And then there's this little one down at the bottom here on the right-hand side. See this little messaging button down here?
Mhm.
You've probably all seen that. You can access them there, or you can go to the main room for the messages, right? I like to go into the main message room, because then you can see the whole message and better see a layout for when you're writing your messages and responding to people. And then there's the jobs tab, but I don't do anything with the jobs tab. I'm not looking for a job, and all my people are not looking for a job. They're looking to build a business online, right? And then there's your network. So when you click on your network, it takes you to where people have invited you to connect or invited you to come and join their LinkedIn Live. And it'll show you. So see, I've got over 18,000 connections. I've got over 5,000 going on to 6,000 contacts. So between the two, I have over 23,000 connections and followers, right?
How long
And
did it take you to get that, Christine?
I've been
When-
working on building this for 14 years.
14 years. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I started in January of 2011, right?
11. Okay.
And I would never have been this far along with any of my social media if my oldest son hadn't taken the time to teach me how to use it. And how to, like, he even taught me a little bit about Facebook when I first got started. But guess what? I know more about it than he does now.
Yeah.
LinkedIn. Okay. So that's your my network. And then there's your homepage. If you go to the homepage on LinkedIn, just wait for it to open up a sec here. And this is where you can do posts. You can write an article. If you click in this box right here, you can start a post. And you will also see other people's posts in here. And so you can scroll through here. And if you're following some people, the people that you're following, you'll be able to see their posts and what's happening here, right? So there's some really great creative people creating posts in here. So while I'm on posts, I'm going to like this one. So while I'm on posts, I'm going to show you what I do to create posts. You ready for this? So you open up a new window, and in the search bar, you type in royalty-free famous quotes with pictures. Oh, see, it's already trained. And it'll show you a bunch of famous quotes with pictures. You can get a little bit more specific. You can say royalty-free inspirational quotes with pictures, right? Or you can say royalty-free success quotes with pictures.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going to put that in there. And then it'll come up with a whole bunch of quotes. And you'll look through them and you'll see one that you really like. If you can dream it, you can do it. Be stronger than your excuses. But the reason I put royalty free in there is because you can get caught and accidentally use one and not realize that it's a paid quote. Because there are paid packages in here that you can buy. And
Mhm.
if you want to do it for free, you have to make sure that you get royalty-free quotes.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So you see here, it says royalty-free success quotes with pictures.
Right.
And
Okay.
so, and some of them are like this one, push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. This is one of my favorite ones. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And don't wait for opportunity, create it.
Okay.
And so what I do is I just click on one of these that I really like. And then what it does is it blows it up bigger. See? And then
Mm-hmm.
you have these little arrows and you can just click through these arrows. So I'm not going to save this one, but let's see what one we can do. No, I don't want that one. Don't want that one. Never stop doing your best just because someone doesn't give you credit. I think I've got that one already. I've got those and I've got those. I'm trying to find one I haven't got yet. Okay. The elevator to success is out of order. You'll have to use the stairs one step at a time. I like
That's a
that.
good one. Yeah.
So then you get your mouse in the middle, you right click, save image as. Can you see that?
Mhm. Yeah.
Click on save image as, and then it will go take you to where my pictures are.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going to move my black bar down to the bottom here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go into where my pictures are. I save everything on Dropbox. Dropbox
Okay.
is free up to a whole bunch of 15,000 KBs, I think. So I'm in Dropbox, and then I'm going to scroll down to my marketing mentors file. I have files set up for everything. So you go to my marketing mentors file. I'll go to my legacy program file. So this way I know exactly where to go. JKL, there's my legacy program. And then I'll go to where is it? Don't want my classified ads. Should be one that says pictures and gifts.
Go up a little bit or yeah, down.
There we go.
There you go. Yep.
So here's my file for February. So I set up files and we'll go into February. I've already got a bunch of files saved in here.
Okay.
And this one is the elevator to success. So I'm going to put February because I know I've got up to the 15th already done. So I'll put February 16th and just leave it at that. And make sure that this in here is at JPEG. You want to save it as a JPEG.
Mm.
So I turn it to all files. And so
Mhm.
that shows up all the files that I've got saved up for February. And then you
Let's check
save
that.
it. Are you following?
Yep.
It's recorded. So I'll put it out in the community shortly after we finish.
Okay.
So then you take this quote, the elevator to success is out of order. You'll have to use the stairs one step at a time. I copy this exactly as it is, and I put it into Chat GPT. See if they'll let me, well, it won't let me copy it. I've got to type it in. So now I'm going to go over, you might not be able to see me go over, but maybe I'll just tell you. You go into Chat GPT
Mm-hmm.
and
Christine, I gotta let my dog in. I'll just be a quick second.
okay, no problem. So we're going to go into Chat GPT. So I have to go into a different search engine. No, I can't get into Chat GPT from here. It's a different search engine than what I'm on. So you plunk that into Chat GPT and you just ask Chat GPT to write you a description for whichever platform that you're publishing a post on. So you can say, write me a description for LinkedIn that has empathy and urgency, and add and I give those 4 elements that we've been working on with Michelle to show empathy, highlight a gap, and give you a solution, and add a CTA. And I just hit enter, and it'll come up with a suggestion. And then I will read through it and rewrite it if I need to a little bit to make it sound more like me. But it gets to know you after a while, and I can just say, write this description to sound like me. And it comes up with beautiful work. I'll tell you, the very first time I used ChatGPT is a couple of 3-4 years ago when it just was brand new. And I asked it to, I was in a network marketing organization that had this fuel additive, and I wanted to do some posts about the fuel additive. And so I asked it to, and I didn't know how to talk to it properly. I was just so green. I was green as grass. And it came back with the response that you needed to take 2 tablets before your workout so that you could have a maximum exercise workout for your routine. So you have to be careful when you use Chat GPT that you speak to it correctly and give it good instructions so that it knows exactly what you're looking for. I think all I put in my request for that was write me a description for a fuel additive. And that's all I said. So I think Chat GPT couldn't find anything about an actual fuel additive.
Yeah.
So that's what I do for my posts now. I learned this skill. So I've got a whole bunch ready to go and post. So the beginning of the month and in the middle of the month, I take a little bit of time to schedule posts to go out. So I've got one without a letter beside it. Then I've got some with letters beside them. And so I'll have February 16th, and that's all it'll say for one picture. And then I'll go on to the next picture, and I'll put February 16th and put A beside that. And then I'll get another picture and put February 16th B, so that I can know that I've got my 3 articles ready to go through my social media. And on February 16th, on all my social media platforms, they're all going to have the same post going through them. And what that does is it creates unity through all of your social media. So if people go and see this post, the elevator to success on LinkedIn, if they happen to find you on Facebook and follow you on Facebook, they'll see it coming through there. But you've probably asked Chat GPT to write a different type of description for Facebook, because LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, they all want different criteria for you to meet when you do posts on them. And they all have AI now, so you can go in and use AI. when you're working on setting up your posts. So if I'm making a post here on in LinkedIn, I can go into my computer, upload from computer, and let's see if I've got February 16th in here, if it shows up in here. It's really hard to work and with okay, well let's just do February 1A because I already got February 1 out. So we'll do that on upload from computer. There we go. Some days you just have to create your own sunshine. I love Snoopy quotes. And I kind of have a nickname. People on LinkedIn call me Snoopy sometimes.
Yeah.
And so then you can click on next. And you put in here your thoughts, right?
There you go. Am I going to have to work till I drop?
Yeah.
So Christine, are you saying you're getting a lot of leads? Most of your leads are coming from LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, but here's my advice though. If LinkedIn is not already your strength, don't concentrate on that. Concentrate on the social media platform that is your strength. Because I never finished my story at the beginning here. I started when I first saw this, I happened to be scrolling on Facebook. It was before I got hacked. And I saw this post that said 100% commission. And I had just been trying to do work cleaning houses because I could keep all the money if I was cleaning houses. And my knees are just shot from all the horseback riding I've been doing. And I had to start looking for something online and they said 100% commission. Well, I was using network marketing like a lot of us have been trying to figure out how to do something that's simple and easy to follow and we can just do it online and work from home, right? Well, I wasn't having such good luck. I was, I felt like I was being nibbled to death by a duck because I was paying out monthly fees everywhere and auto ships everywhere. And
Uh-huh.
I wasn't making very much money. In fact, I was spending more money than I was making. So I counted how many network marketing things I was in at one time. I was in 26.
Oh,
26. No wonder. Anyway,
yeah.
I got out of all of them. I'm only in about a handful of them now, but they're mostly products that I use for my arthritis. And I am so glad that I happened to see this because in network marketing, you share a portion of every sale with a bunch of other people, right?
True.
Because you sell and you might get 6 to 25%
Right.
on every sale. So that
Right.
means there's a lot of other people getting benefit from your hard work, right?
Mhm.
And so I learned about the master resale rights and how we can only use master resale rights with digital products. And when it was explained to me, I went, oh my goodness. I didn't have to think. I jumped in with both feet. I got the big pack, maxed out my credit card. And then it took me 2 weeks to get set up. And then after I got set up, one of my clients from LinkedIn bought the big 600 pack at that time. The big one was 600. And then she upgraded later on when the big upgrade of our website went up to 900.
Mhm.
But I have been so pleased with this program because I got in mainly to subsidize our pensions enough so that we could hop on a plane every couple of months and go visit our grandbabies because we've got 8 kids and they're scattered all over North America. There's
Yeah.
one family way over in Nova Scotia, 2 families in Vancouver, somebody in Chicago, somebody in
Yeah,
Miami.
yeah,
You know,
beautiful. That's awesome. That's
so
terrific.
it hasn't been really important to me to make a whole big pile of money. I just have wanted to subsidize my
Right,
pension so I could go visit family. I felt
sure.
like I was losing my relationship with my kids and my
Yeah.
grandkids. And there's nothing that beats giving your grandkids a hug. It's
Yep,
just
yep.
nothing can compete with that.
I
Anyway,
hear
I'm
you.
going to finish this here. That will suffice for it. Doesn't usually take this long because I usually would put that into Chat GPT
Yeah, okay.
and have the blurb written. So see this little clock down here?
Mm-hmm.
You can click on this and you can schedule it for later. So you can
Oh, I
change the
see.
date on here. You can schedule it for another day, but I'm going to schedule it for today. And I want to have it go out a little bit later. What's the time here? We'll have it go out at 5:30 p.m. Then you click next and you schedule. Slick as slick. So then
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn will post that through your main feed at 5:30 p.m. So you could see by that calendar that you can post it for multiple days. You could set posts out.
Put it out. Okay.
Yeah. So I usually split it in half. I used to use an auto posting platform called Sprout Social, but all these social media platforms have now changed their terms of use. And specifically, let's see, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you can use a third party platform, but you can't with Pinterest or YouTube. They have their own AI tool now, and they want you to use their AI tool.
Mm.
So you can't use a third party posting platform on most of the social media platforms now. There's lots of different ones, but those poor third-party platforms are going to have a hard time if they don't start communicating better with the social media companies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you do a
Uh,
post and
Can I
how
back up
posts.
and ask you a question, Christine?
Sure.
Just so I know what the process again. I saw going back to the beginning where you were at Snoopy, say you took the picture.
Uh-huh.
You introduced AI then, the ChatGPT. What was the purpose of ChatGPT?
I copy the quote, the famous quote,
Okay,
into Chat GPT, and I asked Chat GPT to write me a description that shows empathy, highlights the gap, gives me a solution for my perfect customer, and sums it up with a call to action.
so a
Yeah,
script based on that quote.
yeah.
And what do you do with that then?
Then I copy it. So you click on that start a post button and you can
Oh,
share your
okay,
thoughts in here.
in there,
And
okay.
there's a picture down here where you can add media. I usually add the media first, which takes me into, so we'll do this one more time.
The
So I'm
picture,
gonna upload from my computer
yeah.
and we did February 1, we'll do February 1B. And we're gonna open. So there's the picture. Never
Mhm.
forget how blessed you are. Don't be negative when you have so much to be positive about.
Gotcha.
With this one, you'd click either the plus sign. If you click the plus sign though, that makes you want it wants you to add another picture. So I usually click next and I'm going to start this and out with Happy Monday. Happy memorable Monday.
And how long do you let it run before you change it up?
That you have to have new posts every day.
Daily?
Yeah. Yeah. You have to create 3 new posts every day. So that's why I will do, and I start with 3, right? And I've sometimes had as many as 5 if I've seen some really good posts. But that's where I got frustrated is now that I've discovered this, that I can use these pre-done quotes with
Mhm.
pictures, it saves me a lot of time. And especially if you can use Chat GPT, because I would just
Mm,
plug in that quote, that exact quote, and then ask Chat GPT to write it for me.
Sure, yeah,
And then
yeah,
I just
good.
copy and paste it from Chat GPT right into here, right?
So when you say you have to do 3, are you just going off of what's recommended by the group, Michelle and the community? Is that what you
Well,
mean?
Michelle and the community recommend the same thing any social media expert is going to tell you.
Everybody say, okay, got you.
They all say you need to have 3 to 5 posts a day going out through all your social media every day. And they have to be, each day, they have to be different posts.
3 to 5 every day, okay.
Yeah. So that's why I've got them listed no letter A and B. So I've
Yeah,
got February 1 and then February 1A and February 1B so that I can make sure that I have a different quote to go out every day. And then once a month, I write, not once a month, once a week, I write a LinkedIn article and I show people how to repurpose a LinkedIn article. So I
mm,
can do that next time. We won't have time today, I don't think. We're getting
yeah.
low on time today. We're almost,
Okay.
I have to look at my clock.
Yeah,
So you get the idea, right? And then, so once you get finished typing all of your information in here and you have your call to action, then you click on this little clock down here which is your scheduler. That's your scheduler. You click on there and then you click on find a date. So
mhm.
we're posting on the 3rd today, which happens to be the same day. And once I've got 3 posts scheduled to go out, then I'll go in and pull up February 4th, February 5th, right? That
And
helps me be able to stay organized.
A and B for different platforms?
No, for different posts that go out on that
Oh,
platform.
different posts. I see,
Yeah.
gotcha. Different
So,
posts.
yeah.
One in the
And so,
morning, one in the afternoon. B would be in the
yeah,
evening.
it's good to have them. The times that have been taught me are 8 a.m. as people are getting ready for work or riding on the bus to work. 10 a.m. coffee break. 2 p.m. another coffee break. 4 p.m. on the way home from work, sitting on the bus, scrolling. And 7 p.m. right after dinner in the evening.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So those are the times those are 5 times that are suggested by social media experts. And I find that I get you get so that you find out when people are looking at your stuff, right? At your posts. And I've found that most people are checking out my posts at 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and 2 o'clock.
Oh, really?
So I try to get my posts scheduled to go out earlier in the day.
But when they're at work.
Yeah, if they're at work, that's why you post them at 8 o'clock so that they
Yeah.
can look at it on the way to work, right? Because here's what happens. If you post at 8 o'clock in the morning and then you don't post another post on there all the rest of the day, or maybe until maybe you post at 7 o'clock, you only have 2 posts a day go out. But if you just have one post and you post at 8 o'clock in the morning and somebody doesn't check their social media until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, they'll never see your post. Never, because those feeds on social media are moving all the time. So here's Facebook and here's Twitter.
Yeah.
That's how fast those feeds are moving.
Right.
So if you want people to see your posts, you need to have at least 3 posts a day going out.
I see. I see. Oh, okay.
So don't be
Question.
discouraged, just be patient.
You say at the end, put yes or put something in the comment on the CTA. What
Yeah.
about your domain? Would you put your domain on the post? Just go to here to put your email in.
You can, but here's the thing. LinkedIn has just upgraded their terms of use. And in their new terms of use, that you can't use a third-party platform to post. I mentioned that already. But you also have to not use, they don't want you to use things like buffer or tiny URL to shorten your link. They like you, if you're going to use a link, you need to use a link that is a LinkedIn link. And that's why I want to show you guys how to publish an article on LinkedIn, because then you can bury your website link inside your article in the words. You get my drift?
I think so.
You know how sometimes you're reading something online and some of the words in the sentence are blue? And when you put your mouse over top of those words, they kind of wiggle because they're active, because they're connected to an online link. So if you,
hyperlink. Yeah.
yes, a hyperlink.
Yeah.
And so if you have one of those hyperlinks set up with your website attached inside your LinkedIn article, then you can publish on LinkedIn the actual link that goes to your article, takes people to your article. But there again, when you write your LinkedIn article, I use ChatGPT. I'm using ChatGPT for everything. It takes less than 5 minutes to publish an article when you use ChatGPT. And I use some of the hooks that I get, like Michelle was just showing us how to create hooks again here the last couple of days ago, day 3, day 2, day 3, day 4. And one of my hooks is, how would an extra $100 a day change your life?
Mm-hmm.
And I would feed that into ChatGPT and ask them to make it relatable and show the problem and introduce the 2-hour workday and give a CTA at the end. And they do a beautiful job. And sometimes I have ChatGPT upgraded a little bit. And if it doesn't seem to be ring a bell with me, then I might ask it to please rewrite with more empathy and urgency.
Yeah. Well, Christine, if like last night, I posted on LinkedIn just a new post similar to what you did there. And underneath, I just said, visit our website. And I put my hyperlink domain there. Is that
You have to be careful.
violating terms and conditions?
Yeah.
Is it?
You have,
No?
yeah. I hate to
Really?
say it, but yeah, you have to be careful. LinkedIn is really fussy about links.
Okay.
You have to be really careful. So
I
if
thought
you're,
I saw somebody else do that, and I thought, oh, I'll
yeah,
just say, visit our website.
yeah, I would do it maybe once a week. You might get away with it okay there, but
Well, that's all I was doing. Yeah, I was running it weekly.
yeah, once a week. Okay.
Yeah.
It might be okay, but if that's all you do is share posts with your link on it, LinkedIn will pick up on it eventually,
And
and you'll get sent to LinkedIn jail.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay. I didn't know that.
yeah. And if you have more than one profile on LinkedIn, and LinkedIn finds out about it, you can lose all your accounts because they
Mm.
don't like you to have more than one profile. And so
Right.
if you're trying to, like, I have clients who they are at a job, which is maybe a government job or a very high profile kind of job, and they're working this on the side,
Mm-hmm.
this legacy program on the side, and they don't want to show their face, and they don't want to let people know at their workplace that they're working this business on the side. So
Yeah.
that's where you need to set up a company page. And you can set up a company page for free on LinkedIn, and you can create your own background banner, whatever you want to have for your company page. And you can post on there. You can invite
Yeah.
people to connect with you on your company page. And the chances of people at work seeing that company page are slim because you choose who follows that page.
Is it just you and me on right now, Christine?
No, Isaac is here.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I've got, you can go to mine, and I'm still employed with the state of South Carolina. I'm an auditor.
Uh-huh.
And I'm hoping, I'm not gonna be there too much longer, but yeah, I'm pretty, transparent as far as what I'm doing, and,
Yeah.
I say, go visit our website, and boom, but they see that I'm currently
Uh-huh. Well, you have
with,
to be really careful with the way you use domain names
okay,
with LinkedIn. They're really fussy. I can't say enough about it, but
okay,
I bury mine in my articles all the time.
got you. And is that, so you say if you, want to know more, put comment put something in the comments, and I will get back to you. Is that how you communicate with prospects? Oh, it's,
I'm sorry, I'm trying to find you.
yeah, Oreilly.
Okay.
Uh, Down, no, yeah, EI. And there's two L's and no E. EILL. That's it.
Oh, there's a whole bunch here.
Yeah, the first one, I think,
That's
up at the
your
top.
second level. Okay.
Auditor with the state.
Just a minute here. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
me.
you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that looks like you. Awesome. Okay, do you want to connect?
Sure,
Okay.
absolutely, yeah.
I'm going to send it without a note because we're right online together here already. So
Okay,
you just have to go in and accept. And
I will.
yeah, and then this way we can see each other's posts. And I always
Okay, yeah, yeah.
watch for
And
people in our community, and I will mention to you in private if I see you violating something.
yeah, please do.
Because I won't mention it in the thread of communication right on LinkedIn
Great, yeah.
because I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Um,
So I'm going to go to one more area here. We've got it right at the wire. I'm going to go into my profile and view my profile. No, I don't want to go there. I want to go to posts and activity. And you'll see, this is where you can see a bunch of posts that you've recently posted, right?
mhm.
And then you can also go in here and check out your articles. So if you click the more button, you
Okay,
click on that and these click on articles, and there's articles. So you see my latest article is low pension, and I'll click on it right now. And I felt the weight of that too. Now with this article, I did something different. All of these have my website, my LinkedIn. This is my company page, my LinkedIn, another LinkedIn company page, my X link, my Pinterest and my TikTok links are all connected here.
Okay. And that's not violating policy?
No, 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 you can do that. Or you can highlight words inside the context of the actual article. And you have to, if you want to do that, you have to go to the very top of the page and see here where it says edit article. You click on the word edit article, and then you can choose some words. When I realized my pension wasn't enough. And then you click the little chain link. And then you can put your post in here. So I'm going to put in a different page. Okay, this is my website. It's my ready page.
Is that Legacy Builders?
Yeah, that's my Legacy Builders webpage. That's my website, my domain
Okay.
name.
Oh, I see.
And you just click apply. And then you click update. See up here in the corner?
Hmm.
You click update. And voila. So now when somebody comes and reads my article, they're going to see
I
those
got
blue words. See how they light up?
Gotcha.
And that's going to take them to my website and build my email list. But also down here, if they go to here, they're going to go to my website. This is going to take them to my website as well,
Oh,
so
good
that I
for
can build
you.
my email list.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can always figure out ways to hide the links.
Mhm. I better get that off of mine then.
Well, you've got to be really careful, and there's lots of link shorteners, like there's tiny URL and
Oh, you know what he did? I'm looking at one of these guys that I follow. He just has visit my website as a hyperlink, just like you did.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
blue, but he doesn't actually have the HTTPS.
that's right. He's hidden it.
He's hidden it. Okay.
Yeah,
So that's okay if I do that, maybe.
yeah, but I would be very careful in how often you do it. So
Oh, okay.
when you write an article like this, and this article has already been what was it? Reposted.
Yeah.
Now it's been updated. Updated, that's what I did. Updated it. Now that it's updated, what I could do is I can copy this URL at the top and right click and copy that. And then I can go into my groups, and I wanted to show you about the groups today. We didn't get there. And so you click on these 9 dots, and then you click on groups. And so I'm going to leave this with you. We'll close after this. But these are some groups. I'm in about 22, I think, different groups. And they're all groups that I've searched online to find my perfect customer. And look at the headers: direct selling professionals worldwide, multi-level marketing, pyramid, network marketing, MLM leaders, affiliate marketing. Then there's the Seattle Business Network, which is a group that I'm building for my son.
Mhm.
So that wouldn't have any people in that I think would be your ideal customer. And then there's the MLM pros, there's the home-based businesses and MLM marketing to women network, startup specialists for new businesses that are starting up. There's a whole bunch of different groups that you can join. And the way you find the groups for yourself is you click on this little search at the bottom. See where it says search?
Okay.
You see that?
Yep.
My mouse was on top of it. And then it says groups here, but you're going to put the type of group that you're looking for. So let's put network marketing. And the reason I like this classification of customer is because most people in network marketing are not happy with their company. They're not happy with the amount of money that they're making, right?
Yeah, sure, sure.
So I'm going to click see all results. Now see what happens. You got to click on the groups again. And you leave network marketing in here, right? So you got 16,000 groups to choose from here.
Yeah.
And this one has 1 million members. I'm in this group. And the EQ has 339,000 members. You're looking for groups that have at a minimum of 3,000 members. You don't want any of the little teeny tiny groups. They have to have at least 3,000 members because you're using them for inventory, right? And when you see this, that means you've been in, you're accepted in the group. So that's a group that you can just go in and post in, right? So I might want to take my article that I just wrote and put it in the group, post it in the group.
Okay.
So you click on the group and you click on start a public post and you paste it in here.
Gotcha.
And you upload your picture that you want to use, just like you're doing a regular post, right? And you can do this. You can do this in your groups.
I see. Okay.
So I've got not only my quote posts in here, but I've got, if I go into January, I've got an article that I wrote in January. Where's the picture? Oh, there it is. So that I created on Canva. And I have 3 different professional headshots that I had done for me a few years ago. So it's about 5 years old. And I create thumbnails. Thumbnails are the perfect size to use on your LinkedIn posts. I
Okay.
always use the YouTube thumbnails
Oh, I see.
for those posts.
And
So
do you,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, and in these groups, do you just post articles or do you post quotes too?
In
Groups
the groups, yes, you can post quotes, but I usually only post in the groups once a week.
once a week.
You
And
have to be really careful you don't overpost with those. And
it's
maybe
typically an
twice a
article.
week. Yeah, it has to be an article that you post. Well,
Got it.
mine are always articles because I really like using articles because it gives people a little bit more information than just a
Yeah.
post.
Yeah.
But I will use a post the occasional time. Most of
Okay.
my posts on LinkedIn are in the main feed and on my company page.
Okay. And you
Isaac,
found,
do you have any questions? He's probably at work, so he probably can't talk.
I've been
That's
hogging your time.
well, I'm here to help. I call myself a hope giver.
Well, I appreciate that, Christy. I'm glad I hopped on tonight.
Yeah, I'm glad you did too. It's been fun.
Yeah. Let
So
me
I
ask
have
you,
these every Monday at 4 o'clock.
Monday at 4. Okay.
Yeah, and they're going to be free until the 17th of February. So this one and the next one on the 10th are going to be free. And then there will be a monthly membership after that.
Oh, okay.
It's not a lot, it's less than $50.
Okay, great. And where did you tell me again, where did you go to find groups?
Find groups. Okay, I'll go in there. Okay, I am going to get out of this here. Close this because I already have posted this. So I'm going to discard that post. So if you want to find the groups, you go into these 9 dots up here where it says for business.
Oh, got it, got it.
So you click on the 9 dots and then
Mhm.
there's a drop down menu and you look for the 3 little blue men.
Got it. Okay.
Down here it says groups.
Yeah.
And then when you get into groups, you scroll way down to the bottom of the page and find the search. This little search at the
Got
bottom.
it. Okay.
And you click on search. And then you got to get the groups will show up first, but you need to tell it what kind of groups. So we were doing network marketing. right?
And that's what you would recommend putting in?
You can do home-based business, network marketing, MLM,
Yeah.
and it'll bring up searches. So then when it comes up, open up again after you put in the kind of groups you're looking for, you make sure you click groups again. And make sure it still stays with network marketing. So now you've got this, that you're back to the 16,000 group results.
Yep.
But watch how the numbers change. They get smaller the further you go along. So some of these have 8,000 members, 4,000. Just make sure you don't join. This has got 1,000 members. Don't join these small groups
Okay.
because you're only going in the groups to use them for all those
Yeah.
people, right?
Right,
And
right.
so next week I'll show you how to strike up conversations with people and how to do searches in the groups.
Have you heard of Max Steingart?
Oh yeah,
Okay. He
yeah,
was the one that introduced me to this, he was big promoter of LinkedIn.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I can
Max.
understand why.
Yeah.
When you know how to use it properly, it is the best tool of all the social media platforms, humbly speaking, according to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a sleeping giant.
Oh yeah.
I do. I do. Well, thank you, Christine. I
You're very
appreciate that.
welcome.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week. Actually, this week, I'm doing a LinkedIn Live on Thursday. And I'm doing
Oh.
that on LinkedIn, actually. And you use the same link that we used today
Okay.
for my LinkedIn Live. And so maybe we could go on Thursday, we can go more depth about inviting people to join, to connect with us through the groups.
What time?
It's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon Mountain Time, so that would be 1 o'clock your time.
3 o'clock Eastern. Okay.
Yeah, or is it, yeah, are you on Eastern Time? You're in
Eastern time.
California, aren't
I'm South Carolina.
Oh, that's right, South Carolina,
Yeah.
you're on Eastern
I
Time.
was born in Toronto, though.
Oh, really?
If you can believe that. Yeah.
Well, that's partly why you don't have a really big, strong US accent.
We went from Toronto to Southern Cal to South Carolina.
Wow.
All hopscotching.
Wow. Oh, Maria, hi. We're just wrapping up here. But I'm going to be doing I'm going to be doing a LinkedIn Live this Thursday at 2 o'clock
2 o'clock.
Mountain
time?
Time. So that would be 4 o'clock Eastern Time.
Okay, I'm with Arizona's time.
Arizona.
I always get lost with that information about the
Okay, what time is it there right now?
5.
It's 5
5.
o'clock. So you're on the same time I'm on.
Really?
Yeah, I'm at 5:15 my time.
Yeah. Where are you? Aren't you in Canada?
I'm in Alberta. Yeah, I'm in Alberta. So we're straight north of Arizona.
Oh, I see. I'm in
Yeah.
Mexico, by the way, by the
Whoa.
border with Arizona.
Oh,
Mhm.
wow.
So
Awesome, awesome.
I was checking my email, and then I saw a notification about Kristen Thiel, and I said, I'm gonna check out, and I came.
Well, thank
I'm
you for stopping in. I'm sorry it's so late because we're wrapping up this session for today. But I call our group the LinkedIn Turbochargers. And we meet at 4 o'clock every Monday afternoon, my time, which is Mountain Time. And that's your time too, I guess, Maria.
I guess too.
Yeah.
Okay, on Wednesday.
On Monday.
Monday.
And,
Monday.
yeah, and this week is a special week because every other week, every other Thursday, I do a LinkedIn Live event, and I invite people outside the community to come and join as well.
I see.
And my LinkedIn Live events are free right now.
I'm a chicken. I don't have the courage to do what you're doing. How soon I can do that? I'm so afraid.
Oh, well,
Hey.
watch your language.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I'm gonna give
sabotaging myself.
and this is not meant to be criticism, right? Okay. I always speak straight from the hip, and I am your hope giver. But there's a couple of books that I had to read way back in the day, and one was called Hung by the Tongue,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is called The Tongue, the Creative Force.
You got that one too.
And we tried an experiment, my husband and I, when we only have ever had one car. And if I had to have the car for the day, I'd get up at 5 o'clock and drive him to work, and then I'd have the car. And he would say to me, "Don't forget to get gas." Guess what? I would forget to get gas every single time. And then we read these books. And so then we changed our language and we tried an experiment. And so when he got out of the car, when it was my turn to have the car, he would say, "Remember to get gas." And you know what?
Oh,
I would remember to get gas.
oh,
Yeah. So the words we
oh.
use are really, really important. They, our subconscious mind can't decide what to follow and what not to follow. So we have to feed our subconscious mind what we want it to learn.
You want to know a funny story, Christine? That was the
Love
book
to.
I gave my wife on our first date. Hung by the Tongue. Yeah.
How did
Yeah.
she receive that?
Well, it's funny. She still got it. She still got the book. That
Did
was
she?
26 years ago.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Yeah.
Do
gosh.
you can you see me?
I can see
Yeah.
you, Maria.
Do you want to see what's in the desert I live in? Look,
Sure. Sure. Show us.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my gosh. Look at that. Did he come walking into your house?
yes,
Oh
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
I think he's hungry. So
Oh,
to say hi. I
uh-huh.
have to.
Awesome. Well, I hope you can come on Thursday in the afternoon.
Sure. Thank you for the invitation.
Awesome. I'm going to say goodbye now, guys.
All right. We'll
I'm going
see
to
you
stop my
Thursday.
share. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great rest of your next couple of days.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.